Hey, this is Drew. Welcome to Iron and Lime Fitness. If you're new here, this is where we build strength without excuses. Right here in the garage, I buy all my own equipment, I use it daily, and I only review what earns its space in my garage. So if it doesn't hold up for real moms and dads everywhere and real training, I'll tell you. So today we're revisiting a bar that walked into my gym a year ago acting like it owned the place. The Rogue Kabuki Transformer Bar. It promised to free up wall space, save my back and shoulders, provide infinite possibilities, and basically solve all of my problems. The big question isn't, is it cool? It's obviously cool, and people are going to like it when they come over. But the real question is, after 12 months of heavy use and zero pampering, is it worth $891 shipped? Or is this just a super overpriced luxury item, like buying a Ferrari to drive to work in? Well, let's find out. All right, so let's start with why I bought this thing. Two reasons: space and versatility. In a home gym, every square foot is sacred. I didn't want to have to buy a ton of specialty bars. For squats, I wanted one bar that could handle most all of my movements. So this Kabuki Transformer bar has 6 different intended exercises that you can do with it, and there are other things that you could technically do with it. I just typically stick to the ones that are intended. We have the first position, which is a hip hinge, so you can do nice good mornings with that. We have a back squat low setting and a back squat high setting. We have an SSB, which is like a traditional safety squat bar setting. You have front squat, which is good, kind of load counterbalancing, similar to a standard front squat. And then you have a goblet squat, which is okay. It's not as good as holding dumbbells or kettlebells here, but it does the job. So with all that in mind, I was definitely interested. So Rogue advertises 24 settings for this, 24 variations, and you get 6 camber positions for the sleeves, plus the difficulty adjustments of 1 through 4. So do I use all 24? Absolutely not. I think it's been on level 2 for difficulty for a while, and depending on my programming, I'll go between 2 and 3. And then I usually bounce between the SSB and the hinge setting, and sometimes I will throw it to kind of high back squats. Sometimes I'll do the goblet squats, but not a ton because I have the dumbbells. But you can switch between the settings very easily. It's got a good flow. When I have people in the gym training, we're able to switch it up pretty easily without a lot going on. If there's weight on the sleeves, though, you need to be mindful of that because you have to kind of lift it up to do the switching, whereas if it's empty, it switches pretty easily. The pad and the handles is really where the luxury premium feel is. If you've ever used one of those cheap SSBs, it feels like it's just digging in and not sitting right. This foam is firm. It doesn't slip. It feels comfortable. It kind of hugs your shoulders a little bit. 100% the best feeling pad I've ever felt. I had a Titan SSB before this, and to be honest, it wasn't even comparable. It was a nice bar, but it was not comparable to this. You have 2 handle options. These are the shorts, but you also have the long ones, which I think are about 6 inches long. So you really feel solid when you're under this thing. All right, let's talk about the ground truth of training with it, right? Because I'm coming up on a year now, and we can drop the honeymoon stage and really talk business here. And I have nothing but good things to say about it. I would tell you, if there was anything, I mean, the only thing I can tell you is that when I first bought this bar, I had to send it back to Rogue 3 times, and they sent me 3 replacements to get the pins that would snap into each setting. So Rogue, hands down, best customer service of almost any company I've ever dealt with. So if you buy this from Rogue, you can trust assured that they will make sure that you get a product that is worthy of the Rogue name, and they'll make it right if not. So for me, very happy with it. The finish, you have kind of this matte black and then the shiny black on the sleeves. Had no issues. It still looks essentially new. The sleeves will get some silver streaks when you slide plates on. Doesn't affect performance, but just be aware of it. And then the big thing that I want to talk about here is the size. It's hard to prepare yourself for how big this bar is. have a plan for how you're going to store it, whether it's going to be on the wall or vertical or in the corner or whatever, right? It's 92 inches long. I mean, it's 91 and a quarter long, 50 and a half of rackable space. So it's good for those rogues or those Sorinex and reps. 15.75 on the sleeves, more than enough for anything I can pick up. And then we have 12 inches between the handles, right? Smaller people may feel like this is a little big, but me at 6'1", 215, it's the perfect size. So the big question, right? Is the Kabuki transformer bar worth the investment? I'm a buy once, cry once type of person. So I know that I'm going to keep this SSB until the wheels fall off, essentially. If it's still around when my boys decide that they're going to build their home gym, I might even give that to them as a family heirloom. So it's that solid, and I like it that much. I don't think I could go back to a gym without a Kabuki transformer bar. The insane price of almost $900, it's only going to keep going up as time goes on. It's a little much. However, if you're buying, a rack from Rogue, or you're getting a sweet deal for Black Friday or whatnot, and you can get free shipping, it'll be a little cheaper. But there's no way around. $795 base price is pretty crazy. But what I can say is I'd do it again. And it has definitely lived up to the hype, and it's lived up to the money. If you're on a tight budget, regular SSB will get the job done. It's not something you have to get strong, but if you want versatility, a really high quality bar, and giving you the kind of adjustability and variation and options into your workouts, this is kind of the gold standard. 1 year later, I have zero regrets. It stays in the rotation 2-3 times a week, and I cannot recommend it enough in terms of quality. So that's the 1 year honest review. If you want to know how I program it into my rotation and which settings matter, drop a comment, let me know. I answer everything I get on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. And then please, we're a small family-owned channel. I do all the things myself, and on top of my full-time job and my 3 kids, and being a great husband. So please like and subscribe, and reach out. It helps with the algorithm, and also helps to know that people actually get benefit out of it. So let's get some workouts in, and strength for life, fitness for all. Thank you for watching.